All right, hi you guys. We're here for Honors Chem on an SMT Honors Chem at Skyview, and we saw two measuring devices that were containers on our video. This was called a measuring cylinder. It's actually called a graduated cylinder. This was called a conical flask, and it's actually called an Erlenmeyer flask, for no other reason than we live in the United States. So you can make those changes. Other things that I want to show you that you're going to use a lot of will include the digital balance. Things that are important to remember about the digital balance is that you first, before you turn it on, need to open the lid. Can't tell you how many times kids try to weigh something and the lid is not open. So the next thing you're going to do is turn it on and wait. Keep waiting. Still waiting. And there it is. Once you get to your zeros, check for grams. If there's not grams, let your teacher know and they will fix it. Don't fix it yourself or else you might break it. Now it's time to weigh things. What we're going to use instead of putting on the metal balance is we're going to actually use another piece of equipment known as a weighing container or a weighing tray. They're disposable. That weighing tray you are going to want to tare or zero so you take its weight out of your reagent measurement. Reagents are chemicals, dry chemicals that usually come in containers. You take the lid off once you're ready to weigh and use something called a scoopula to scoop out the chemical. You put whatever weight you need on there and you record it, and then you return the lid back to the reagent bottle right afterwards after recording your mass. You then carefully remove your reagent with weighing pan and you turn off and close the balance. So all very careful, slow and steady wins the race. The final piece of equipment I want you to look at is called a hot plate. This hot plate has a porcelain top and it looks like it's dirty. It's not. It's just well loved and used and stained over the years. You have to realize that our hot plates are special because they have two knobs, heat and stir. You can just heat, you can just stir, or you can heat and stir at the same time. But before you plug this in, make sure they're both off. Go ahead and get your holding container device, and in this case, if you look down on it, you're going to go ahead and see a magnet, and it's a stirring rod magnet, so that if you wanted to stir your device or your substance, you could just stir it. Or you could stir and heat it. Or you could just heat it. When you're all done, make sure you turn them both off. Do not touch the top of, do not touch the top of this if it's really, really hot. You'll burn yourself. And wait till everything's cool. Then remove this, unplug your hot plate, and you're finished. And that's all the equipment we're going to show you for now.